Hello, this is my video log. I think for maybe the 18th or the 19th. I'm not for sure the day. Forgot to look before I did the video, but it is, I think it's Thursday this day. Yesterday I forgot to set my alarm. Or maybe I didn't, I just didn't wake up. Because I was supposed to be at the DMV at 8:30. Oh shit, I should try to do that today. Boom. That's what I do. Without the, because I had the setting, the meeting, but I forgot. Oh, to get my license, new license, yeah, and then I tried to go in there during the day a couple times, and it was just like such a long line, so, gonna go and, yeah, maybe I can go in when they open tomorrow, or not, you know, it's not a big deal. I need a license to get weed. My mom came back yesterday, and I was like, she didn't want to buy me weed, and I was like, you fucking kidding me? She was out of town for a week. I'm like, I took care of your cat for a week. You gotta get me my weed. So she came and got me my weed before she even went home. Gave her $40. Because I went 2 full days without the weed. And yesterday I got up really depressed because it was 2 in the afternoon. Because I was up until like 7. And then, and I was like, God damn it, like, why am I going so nocturnal? And, my lights look cool. Can't wait till I can't, those tubes look so much cooler when there's light on them. So I'm like, right now, I really want to fill them up. Because I was just in there and I was watching the hamsters running around in the tube. And then the treadmills. So, yeah, but I wasn't able to get everything that I wanted. And the LEDs did not come. Yesterday, LED covers, you can even see them. These suckers right here. This is an LED cover right there. That's an LED without the cover. You see the difference? With the cover, without the cover. That'll like blind me, scar my eyeball. And that won't blind me. That's like dope. But the problem is those are wicked expensive. It was like $38 for 10 1-meter pieces, I think it was. And yeah, I gotta get more, maybe like 2 more. So what, another $90 or whatever. So it's like schnitz, 40, 80. So, and I haven't ordered those yet. And I need to order more hooks for hanging. I think I found a place that I needed to hang something. Oh yeah, more plants. When I get more plants, I gotta hang those. So I have to have those on. But I got a bunch in the mail like yesterday, and I think I like used them all up. So yeah, today I got up kind of at 2, and then I had insomnia last night. Did I see a couple movies? I think I was like sitting up at night watching movies. Can't remember them though. I'm like losing my mind. So then I got up at 2 and went to my mom's house and like let the cat out. Luckily the cat was just hanging out on the porch. I was like, I grabbed the cat after like 20 minutes because I was like, I don't want to hang around here. I didn't have anything to do with my computer. I didn't want to try to upload stuff from there. Like the internet wasn't good enough. I still haven't checked. I want to check and make sure that my new timeline uploaded that had the new stuff from the new thing I was working on. Maybe it was I think it was the last thing I was working on before I started working on my house. 3,460 Facts of History by Peter Turchin, and then the Strauss and Howe Generations. Layered, because you have 4 generations alive at any moment in time. And so they layered and colored balls. Be a fun way to do it in the future. It's light out. Maybe I should do a flipsy. I don't even know. Maybe at the end of the video I'll do it because the flipsy button's not on here. There should be one. It's like 5 o'clock, like right now, and it's like getting straight light. Yeah, like if I wanted to do a bike ride all day long, I'd start at 9, at 5. I'd start the bike ride at 5. So I'd get up at 4, start the bike ride at 5 because like I'd be riding and I'd be looking off to the east and I'd see all of that daylight, you know. I see a freaking star already down yonder, and then you can see the gradient of the whole day. You know, like you look, it's trippy. If you know the distance, because you look over there and you know where the, especially if you do the calculations in your head, you know that at the top of that tree over there where it's light, that's the sky, maybe what, 20,000 feet up or whatever, and so straight down at this angle. So what would 20,000 feet up at this angle? How far away would that be if you go straight down? Thinking maybe like 50 feet, 100 miles away. It's like 100 miles away, it's already like light over there, like daytime. But then if you go like over there, like 100 miles, it's still dark. So like you're riding and you can look over there and you can like see yourself like falling towards the east. I mean, you know what I mean? Like trippy. You don't get that one right during the day. Plus it's like totally fucking cool temperature. No cars. It's like hell. Oh no, but mainly, you have the day ahead of you, so you can do as big of a ride as you can do as big of a ride as you possibly can. And then you come back at night. God damn it, dude. I can't wait until next year. Not gonna be doing it this year, but to do that. Yeah, and then you can see a cloud. You know what I mean? Wow, dude, it gets early. It gets light early. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get like 2 more. But yesterday in the mail I got my Amazon card, and I got I think $150 of cash, and or day before yesterday. But yesterday I did not get my other card, my credit card or my debit card, and I want my debit card. That's what I need. Wait, oh no, I mean my credit card. I need my credit card because the credit card is the one that is not maxed out. And I need the number off of it so that I can proceed with the orders on my Amazon. So it's like, I lost my wallet at a very bad time. That was not a good time to lose my wallet. So anyway, so yeah, as soon as I get the LEDs, it'll be fun to put those in all the tubes. But yesterday I put all of the these LED covers, and then I put the trussels up. Even I drilled the hole, the thing that holds the vines. I tried to drill a hole next to it, but it was metal, so I had to go out maybe, what was that, 4 inches up in front of it to drill the hole for one of those hooks. But now, you know, if it's 4 feet up, you can't have the trussel 4 feet up. The trussel has to be hanging right next to the brick wall, the stone wall. And I couldn't have anything hang off the stone wall because, well, you know, actually I could have with my hook, but it, you know, wouldn't have been as good. I think there's too much moss. So I zip tied a metal binder, you know, metal binder. So that I could then do it off of, because then push out like make it hang down next to the stones, and then did stick a hook, a glue hook, to the side of the rock, because it went in to push the trussel in and then strap it in. So that's all hugging the rock. I don't think I'll have any time to put up like vines this summer, but now that I have those for next, and they look cool up there anyway. Go all the way to the ceiling, one there and one there, and then I put one around the tube. It's like a support beam of my fireplace, It's about this big around. So I put 3 of them around it, like a triangle, and then two more on the east edge of of the glass of my fireplace, and then on the north also, because on the east that's where the smoke hits. Like there's fog that literally hits that area, so I could have ferns all up in that bitch. Oh, that would be cool. And I have such a sophisticated tegu. I have an elegant, refined tegu. My tegu would not touch. My tegu is way too dainty to touch any plants. Because the guy who I bought the tegu from was like, don't put no plants in tegu. Tegu destroy the plant. Not my tegu, dude. My tegu, I never had to switch the water out in a month with my tegu because my tegu is so so cleanly. What's the word for being cleanly? It's so cleanserly. And so, I also haven't had to take the poopy out. A couple of times he had diarrhea on top of his like heating pad, but I think I know where he buries his poop because I see a big pile. I think he actually goes and poops and buries it, dude, like a dog or a cat. And then on in the corner, on the north corner, super clean and sanitary. And then he just goes in and hides underneath the water bowl. I have a water bowl that's about 14 inches long, triangle. And so he goes in his big cave, and then he goes under the water bowl all the way across the water bowl to the other end, and then has a secondary exit. Then he plugs up, and he plugs up the other side, the one from inside of his cave, both sides. And so, yeah, that guy like just loves hanging out underneath the water bowl, completely hidden, completely plugged up, where there's complete darkness. And he comes out and he's got like dirt on his nose. But I pour water in the corner so it's muddy. So he never has to have shedding problems because all he has to do is like swim through the mud like he loves to do, because he has that little tunnel that goes from it's like 14 inches long. It goes from his hide all the way up below the water bowl. It's like this big, and then pops up, and that's all mud because I pour the water in. He's just like swimming through mud, and it just scrapes all of it off. You don't see any like stuck shit on him. He is missing a fingernail, but I think that happened before I adopted him. I think that was from when I got him. I think that was a bad shed, or maybe it was when he was a baby or whatever, but I think he has the rest of them, of his fingernails. So, my leopard gecko is kind of lost his fingernails a long time ago. But I don't think I kept it. Like, I didn't have the substrate good enough for digging. I'm gonna put some like plants in there later, but my leopard gecko likes to sleep in the water bowl all the time. I don't know what that means. There's like too many bugs, but I did get a bunch of bugs up. I see a lot of little worms in there. I think he eats those. But yeah, I have like a little ecosystem in there, even though the only thing I put in was like coconut fiber. But I think like dead, like crickets or whatever would feed it. Yeah, so, and then oh man, I can't remember, but somehow I was like busy. And then I got these different outlets, and I mounted a couple of those. The multipliers. I put up the new beta fish tank. There's 3 of those. Cascading beta fish tank, and then I'm gonna have 2 more, so I'm gonna have 5 beta fish tanks in my bedroom. I'm even in my bathroom. 5 beta fish tanks in my bathroom, and 5 wall hanging fish tanks in the hot closet in the hallway. So 10 hanging fish tanks and 1 regular 20-gallon fish tank. Yeah. And a whole bunch of plants, like at least 20 plants, more than that hang on the wall. Oh no, yeah, more than that. 20 of the big ones. 20 of these, and then another 20 of the little guys that don't have the bottoms. And then 2 of the heads that Dobo was. Planters. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. God damn it. And I think I watched 2 movies tonight, like while I was trying to work, but I was mainly watching the movie because they were good. I saw Chips, which was fucking funny as shit. It got really bad reviews, but I thought it was freaking awesome. And then there was this other movie called Replacements or whatever, Kevin James football movie, coaching kids. That was good. So I saw 2 of them there. That was fun. And then I was just right before I did this video, I was trying to watch music videos, but my TV just couldn't do it. The music videos were like, and I have gigabit internet. We're like, gigabit, I bet you that getting stuck. And I restarted the TV, didn't help it, and my Apple TV won't work. My TV stopped working, like with earphones, but I did a reset. But then I haven't had the Apple work on it yet since then. It's installed. I think my Sony TV is more reliable than this Ching Chang Chinese Hisense. I have, but you just can't beat the price, man. $1,200 for 85-inch TV. Hello. They said it's Android compatible, Alexa compatible, so I bought an Alexa, but I haven't gotten it to work on anything that I wouldn't use my Apple TV on, but I'll still practice it. But yeah, I think maybe my remote needed to be charged for like a time, like you have to charge it and then wait for it to charge enough to be able to work it. I'm hoping that's what's wrong, because it's just not responding at all. Even though I know that the Apple is installed, Apple TV is installed, because that works way better. I like it better because with the regular remote, voice command only works with YouTube, but with the Apple TV, it works with everything. It works with Netflix, YouTube. I have Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, and Apple TV movies. And then I have one of those apps that play free movies also, so have a good collection. So yeah, I love watching movies with this TV more than the one in my bedroom. But I think I did finish them. Oh yeah, no. The movie I saw in my bedroom last night was Jason Statham, Redemption. That was good. He had long hair in the beginning. That was interesting. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff in the mail, just random, things, and so I cleared out my dining room table to put the new stuff on there, and so all the stuff on the dining room table is now here on my deck again, so my house is still a mess, out of control, so, but see, my goal is to, by the time I'm done with the house, I won't even care that I spent all summer long doing it, because when I look at it, I want it to be like, holy shit, this place is cushy. Something, if a place is cushy enough, if you go to if you sit in the driver's seat of a $100,000 car, or you stay in $1,000 a night hotel, just being in that space is just awesome, just to be there. And so I want to get my house to that level. So just being there is just an event, just to be there. And not just for the first day or two, and then it wears off, but a month after, I'm still what? Wow. So yeah, I'm gonna clean these mirrors with the steel wool. I don't really want to wash them with a normal washer because they're glued and taped, and I don't want them to fall off. But I don't know, maybe I won't. But yeah, definitely finish it up with the steel wool and make it look real good. And I did get 3 strips of plant growing lights but I can't mount them until I get Velcro, and Velcro was one of the things that Amazon decided not to send me. They didn't send me the Velcro for the lights that I have now that I want to put up, or the lights that I want to put up later. So, so hopefully tomorrow or today, I will get my new credit card so that I can use that, because I still have $1,000 left on it. Last time I checked anyway, to finish up this final, helpings of things. Oh, another thing that I want to do today is fix the fan. I have a ceiling fan in my bathroom, my private bathroom. It's just like one of those box fans, those big $20 box fans that I put, hooks in the ceiling, and it's just hanging from the ceiling. And so you just plug it into the wall, and I just reach up and turn it on the top, and it gets really like fast and loud, because I want to do YouTube, because I have green screen in the back, and I have like 15 lights, like it gets blindingly bright, and the whole back is all green screen, and then I have a video camera right at eye level, mounted on a shelf that I made a couple days ago, that's connected by HDMI directly to my studio. So, and I can control all that with my phone. I can control which camera I use. I have like 6 cameras. I have bedroom camera. I have bedroom bathroom camera. Nothing in my living room, because I have a roommate, but maybe when I ever have enough money to just leave her alone, I would. I've mounted a camera up in the kitchen, facing out here towards me, and have another spot, or maybe more. But right now I have my private bathroom. I have south wall facing directly towards my butt on the bike, or I guess you could turn it somewhere else. But then I also have another one on the south wall, right at the ceiling, pointing down right at where my bed is, because that's also where my bench press bench is and squat rack. And that's where I would sometimes put my rowing machine and swimming machine, but and the treadmill. But so that's 1, 2, that's 3, and then I have the one right in front of my face in my studio, 4, and then the one on the western side, on the ceiling facing east, 5, and then 6, the one on the eastern side facing west. And those are the 6. Those are the ones that I have already. But and luckily the little adapters, because the cameras stick out with the positive HDMI, and then the cable coming from my studio is a positive, so I need double female. And luckily that wasn't canceled, at least so far. It says it's supposed to come was it today? Because today's Louise Day. Am I getting some flings? Oh my God, I think I'm getting lots of things today. I'm gonna go look after I do this video. So, I like getting stuff, man. For so many days, I get a bunch of stuff in the boxes, and a lot of times they use huge boxes for not that much stuff. Like, I think it was yesterday, I got this huge box. It was like a meter tall and this big around. I'm like, what the fuck is in this? I open it up and it's just 2 plastic Drano containers. See, it's so much lighter now. Now it's day right here. Right here, it's more light than it was as far that way as I could see when I was talking before. Oh, and actually you can see behind me. It's even more light. Yeah, it's as light as far that way as it was as far that way last time I was talking. And now when I look far that way, it's basically daytime. Balls. It's cool to do videos as the sun's rising, because you can see it rise in the video. If you play the video at double speed or quadruple sync. So, you can do on YouTube. You can just hit the button. You can look in the background and see it get light. Fuck, Mysticus. Should I turn this on? For extra effect. Check it. So, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't does that. Um, should I? Oh, I don't have the remote to change this color. But so anyway, you know what I should? I think it's good practice to constantly be in control of what color that you're dealing with, you know. So let's do this color for now. Oh no, let's do this color. I haven't figured out how to. Here, we'll do that one. So, let's see here. Yeah, hey, I think I'm getting maybe a little bit grogged out, which is cool, because that means I could lay down and chill. I was having a little bit of like insomniasticness. Tiredness. I was having some tiredness just a little bit ago. So that's cool, man. Because, I was yawning. Dude, my ferrets basically get free reign. Like, my ferret cage is straight up open. Because I know where they are. Like, I'm pretty sure there was only one that came down to play. And then I saw him when he went back up. So, but maybe, and if they'd come down, yeah, I'd have seen him. So, yeah, I just can't wait to have all those things lit up to where I can see them exactly where all the hamsters and ferrets are. One hamster chases the other around, but those things have been getting about. Like I'd see one over here in that little cage on that side, on like that side of the room. I'll show it later, and run around his treadmill, and then like 5 minutes later, there's a little bit, or 20 minutes later, whatever, a few minutes later, they were all up in the big cage running around. So they freely go back and forth. It took them a few days. It took them like a week to finally make it all the way over to that other cage, but now they're just brum, brum, brum. They love it. VIP hamsters, man. VIP ferrets and a VIP tegu. Yeah, man. And my sandfish sand is that deep. So, yeah, it's up on a ledge. It's like sketchy, dude. Like, I hope it doesn't fall on my fucking head. God damn, dude. That'll like break my goddamn back if it falls. Because I was in there when fireplace today. Because I was mounting things, and my tegus are like, I reached my hand in the tegu cave really slowly. And once I got like a little bit too close for comfort, like within 3 inches of his nose, he turned around and darted, like ping. I think he knocked his head up against the end of his cave, and then I think he ran under it. But then like 2 minutes later, he popped out again. But I gave him egg for the first time yesterday, and he didn't eat it. Dude, my tegu is so easy to take care of because all he wants to eat is ground turkey. And I would buy ground turkey, which is $5, and I buy that maybe once a week. I throw the ground turkey away before I'm done with it. It gets rotten. So I just feed the tegu as much as his heart desires. And he does at least 6 goobers a day. I do 3 goobers on there, or 4 goobers. Yeah, so it's like 8 goobers. He has like 8 to 10. He has like 10 little goobers this big a day. He eats a lot. And he's getting big fast. So, but he's like happy. Yeah, and so that's like $5. So $5 a week. You can keep a tegu for $5 a week, $20 a month. That's how much it costs to keep a tegu. And except for the times where you have to, I guess, buy more vitamin D, calcium powder, but I don't know how much that is, because I do kind of douse that on every time. But yeah, and they're cool, dude. I mean, he's not like violent. He's just this little. Animals are cool because they're people. Okay, I think when I was a kid, I remember they were. I don't know if it was in class or something, but yeah, like animals are people. Animals aren't human, but they're people. Like a person doesn't mean human; it means individual. And so these little people have different like personalities, but the tegu like kind of. So the tegu is like just looks at me, just like scared of me. but he kind of lives more in with the earth, um, more in his own mind. Um, yeah, just more patient. He lives on a slower like time frame, and but he's like, yeah, it's just not his instinct to trust me, so he kind of runs and hides. But I guess you're not supposed to, because I don't feed I think you're supposed to feed tegus by like, not give them all you can eat buffet style like what I do, because then they just get fat. But if you starve them and only like feed them when when they're eating out of your like tonsils and stuff, and they want to grab and attack everything, that means they'll like equate you with biting and eating. They might bite you. But if they always can eat as much as they want, then they would never bite you. They don't equate you with food, because their food's on the dish all the time. So the way to avoid making your tegu obese is by just letting him run. I think feeding a tegu too much and not letting it exercise together will make it fat. But if you feed the tegu as much as he wants, but you let him run it off, then why is he gonna get fat? So, and I have a big enough of a cage right now that he can run around and not get fat. Plus he's growing. If it's a growing tegu, I don't think you have to worry about them getting fat. It just helps them grow. And then they could even get bigger that way, maybe. But once he's full grown, that's when I'll meter the food, but I'll also let him free roam, because I have a ramp system set up, which I'll show later, where there's a ramp he can get to the edge of his cage, because it's the glass that goes up. But I have another ramp that I just hook on the other side, so I can just walk up. It's one side and down the other, and he's free, just like the ferrets. And then you see him walk around, but I don't think he's big enough yet. Like, I wouldn't see him. He's too camouflaged, and I might step on him or his tail, and he's not fast enough. But those get really big, and it'll get big enough to where that I won't have to worry about stepping on him. Plus, this seems to be a really smart tegu, and like if he hides under the couch, he would put his whole body under the couch and not like hide himself under the couch with his tail sticking out for you to step on, or he'll just run away from you if he thinks you're coming at him too fast or dangerous. So like he'll stay out of your way. Like my mom's cat is a survivor cat. It's a smart cat. Like it doesn't trust the wrong people and stuff like that. But actually, he lets people pet him and stuff. But he's like alert, And that kind of seems like what my tegu is. I like a good tegu. Yeah, so that's all I can think of. I mean, somehow I managed to stay busy. It's fucking so cool, man. It's so cool that I get to just set up my house all day, every day. I also plugged up my these LED lights here that you see. They plug to the wall on the other side, which is activated by a switch in my room. So when I turn it on and off, it turns these lights on, as well as that upper light and the whole electrical outlet system over there, the big one, multiplier. So I could put more on there if I want, which I won't. But it had to get from the wall over there, from the corner of my brick wall, stone wall in my house, to the glass deck across the stone wall. And yeah, that's the stone wall. You can even see it. You can see the stones. So I think you can even see it. Like right here, if you can see that little color, discoloration, that is where I put the it was a $10 like pint or whatever quart of cement, pre-made cement, on top of it. And luckily for me, it was already it was like the cement was this far in from the rock. So I just filled it up, like it made it flush with the cable all the way in the back. So you don't see any cables going on the top of it from the light where the outlet is down to the multiplier, or from the multiplier down across the bottom to the deck at all. It's just stone. It's hidden in the stone. It's so elegant. Yeah, and then there's the birds that done come down. So yeah, my Tweeties like to go Tweety. My Tweeties got the top part open, like totally open, and they don't leave because the blue one can't fly because the girl broke its wing when she took it out, and the yellow one I think doesn't want to fly because she just wants to stay in there with the other one, or that it doesn't want to fly. But neither of them have been out of my cage, and I even asked permission out there. They told me I need to write a asking letter, a request about email, but I'm gonna put up the chicken wire around my deck here, and I'll do it one night, like at night. I'll attach it all, like next week whenever I have the time. After I make my fountain, because I need to use some of it for my fountain. But attach it and then show them how I do it, put it up, take it down, and then see if it's okay. My mom really doesn't want me to do it because it'll make you feel like I'm boxed in, and my videos here won't look as good because it'll be all chicken wire behind me. But if it's for the birds, it's kind of necessary for the birds if they're flying around all the time, because I can't remember to keep my screen door shut all the time. I'm not that sharp. I may be even when I'm like off weed and an athlete, but even then it's too risky. And if a bird gets out, they won't come back. That's the problem. They're not that smart. It'll just leave forever. So, but if they got to hang out flying all around here with all these flowers here, it'd be like bird heaven. It'd be awesome to see them. And then they fly from here all the way to the kitchen, and it's such a far distance. It's like for real flying. Like it's actual flying. Like they get to fly, and they have perches all over the top of my house. So any bird that escapes there would be VIP bird too. But so we'll see if they say yes. Hopefully they say yes, that I can do it if I want. But I don't have to yet because they won't leave their cage. So, which is bizarre. My other birds didn't do that. I had a bunch of, these parakeets, and I lived in Chile, and there's just one room, but it had this high ceiling. But they flew all over, and they would never stay in their cage ever. And I always lost all of them, and then have to buy more because people would accidentally, like my stepson would accidentally chase them out of my room. They only would leave if you chase them out. Like I would leave my door open all the time, and they never fly out. But unless you chase them out. If you chase them out, you can't get them back in. But I didn't have a net because they did kind of for a second hang out on the perch in the living room, so I did have some time, but I didn't have a net. I should have bought a net. And maybe I should buy a net now. If my birds leave, I should buy a net and hang it somewhere or maybe no, just in case. But yeah, it just gave me an idea. I think I will. Because I have room for so much stuff because I just hang stuff everywhere. On the inside of my closet, on the ceiling, like on the part that you can't see, not the part you look at, but the part that's up here. On the very ceiling, I put hooks all the way across, like every 4 inches, so that I can hang stuff. Like I hung something up there that I can't remember. Oh yeah, boobs. I bought strap-on boobs at the Ritz a few years ago for if I ever want to, and I even got a little shawl and eyelashes if I ever want to play the part of a woman for my TV show when I'm having conversations between men and women. And so I put the boobs up there. I hung them up. I drilled a little hole through the top of them, the cleavage part, and boom, there's a spot to put something, So it was like I want to have my house so that there's every single square inch of my entire house, whether it's inside, my closet, out, and then my bedroom to my living room, is filled with something, is occupied with something, so I don't have any room to put anything else. And then have everything of that like part of something that I actually use on a regular basis. So I have every single thing in my house that I use that completely fills up the whole space, that I also use it all, every single thing, regular basis. So that and then match that so that I have the maximum quality of all the materials I have. Like for my TV show, I need a wardrobe, so I hang a bunch of wardrobe stuff, hats and wigs and clothing. And oh, I also got the other day in the mail I got was it 2 different types? I got like 2 different types of glowing paint, glow in the dark paint. So I'm gonna go nuts and just, because I bought some other paint before, but I didn't realize why not glow in the dark paint, because that was before I got all these LEDs. So I'll figure out how to paint whatever else. I'll use up all the glow in the dark paint, and then paint maybe other stuff with that other paint that I got, the acrylic paint. But because I have all these LEDs, if I paint all this stuff glow in the dark, it'll like shine the glow in the dark and stuff, and maybe even make the room brighter. So yeah, whoever has LEDs, I just think LEDs and glow in the dark paint go hand in hand. So yeah, I can't wait to use that paint all over with that, little designs like Australian Aborigine style designs, swirling colors and stuff. But oh, and I even have a book in my room called The Rainbow Goblins. In my living room up there. It was a room that my mother, when I was like a little baby, would read to me every night, because it was just one of those easy children's books, so The Rainbow Goblins. And about these little goblins that would steal the color from the rainbows, and then someone came and got it. But it's just like colors everywhere, and so my house has colors everywhere, and it's kind of like that, like color whore. But anyway, yeah, so like, I had to kind of dismantle a bunch of stuff in my kitchen in order to put the strips up there on the top. It took some time. So, my God, I've been talking for 42 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, just slow going. So anyway, hopefully if I get my credit card today, and then I could renew the things to get the things, and maybe if I get something to say, I could keep moving forward with my stuff and with my life, and get it looking really cool later. Yeah, so, oh yeah, enough talking. Talk to you tomorrow.